I haven't gone to the gym for a week and I want to talk about it. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More. And today I would like to talk about not getting to the gym for a period of time because I have noticed that whenever I have a client who has to prioritize something else, and if you think this is about you, this is not about you, because I've had a couple of clients that this has happened to recently. I want you to know that it is okay. And so I'm going to talk about my journey a little bit, and then I want to share with you guys a little bit on how to think about time in general. So this started about a month ago, like 20 something days ago, 25 days ago. I embarked on a spiritual journey to do some shadow work. And, I thought it was all about money and abundance and stuff that I thought I really needed to work on. But as it turns out, there's a whole bunch of other shit that I needed to work on that I did not know I needed, that I did not know I wanted. And quite frankly, it has been emotionally draining. Like doing shadow work, it's like your entire body is just so drained at the end of the day. For instance, a couple of days ago, I had like a major breakthrough that, I cried and cried and cried, but it was just so cathartic. But the next day, I couldn't do anything. I was just like, I was laid out. I felt this emotional and spiritual bliss, but my body was just like, what the fuck? Like, it was just like, we're not doing shit today. And that's just how it goes when you're doing, spiritual work. And so my priorities shifted without me trying to actually shift them. Well, I mean, I guess I was trying to shift them if you really think about it, but it wasn't my intention for them to shift. So, I've been doing like I have to work. I have to do the spiritual work because obviously if I'm having these breakthroughs, then something's going on with me mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I can't not hang out with my family. So, what's got to give? What's going to be the thing that I give up? And so instead of going to the gym, I decided to take a little break from that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give myself 10 days, just so that I can finish this program, just so that I can release this energy in a very healthy, safe manner. And you know what? If I go to the gym and I hurt myself, I could put myself out of the gym for longer. So my focus shifted to doing the shadow work, to really ingraining my emotions and my spirit into the things that I really needed to work on. And it has been a trying. It has been really hard because I do carry the guilt too about, oh my God, I'm going to lose all my muscle. I'm not going to be as strong. I'm not going to be as fit. What if I gain weight? Just totally future tripping. But I decided to think of it like this. Instead of thinking about, oh, I'm going to go to the physical gym, I'm going to go to the mental gym. I'm going to the spiritual gym where I'm going to work out those things. And so every day, for the same amount of time that I would be at the gym, I was at the mental gym, which sounds like I'm in like a mental hospital. But I'm at the mental gym and I'm working out all the things that I need internally. And I would leave physically exhausted from that mental gym as I would from the physical gym. Now, obviously, it's a different effect, it's a different result, but that was how I decided to look at this. And so now, today, I'm ready to go back to the gym. And I went back to the gym and I was gentle with myself. Like I didn't have some crazy intense workout, but I had planned for, a reintegration back into the gym. So today I did some exercises. I just did the exercises that I felt like I really wanted to do. And it was a good time. Okay. But as I'm driving home, I'm thinking, because I can process these things for me I mean, it's not easy, but I can process them. I wanted to share with you guys a little bit on the things that I look out for so that I can get back to the gym. Okay. The first thing is that this morning my mind was like, oh, it's okay if we don't continue to go to the gym. And that's not really where I want my mind to be. Okay. So I work on fixing my mind throughout my morning. There's certain things that I do. I made a post about this on Instagram about how I really focus on my energy. Is that, when I get out of bed, I do things that I love. I drink some water, I put on a nice fuzzy robe, I pray, I meditate, I journal. I do things that, wake my mind up too, because my mind it's really hard to change. So it's going from a state of rest, it wants to stay in a state of rest. When it's moving, it wants to stay moving. So, making that change, I do have to do work on it. So I pray, I meditate, I journal, I do my manifestation rituals or whatever it is that I'm doing, and I get my mind right. Okay. So once I get my mind right, then I can go work on the body. That's the first thing is watch out for what your brain is telling you first thing in the morning because it doesn't have any momentum. That's really important to notice is that it's really easy to get into the habit of, oh, not today, we'll do it tomorrow. Oh, not today, we'll do it tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow. So watch out for that. The second thing to watch out for is that during the time that you are taking it off, be very careful about how you talk to yourself about the things that you are doing. If you have to prioritize school, if you have to prioritize work, if you have to prioritize family, those things are important too, equally or even more important than the gym for a small period of time. So don't think, oh my God, this is going to ruin everything. This is going to set me back. And then I got to go back to the gym and I have to go twice as much so that I can make up for the time that I missed. No, we have to manage our thoughts surrounding what's going on with the gym. We have to manage the way that we look at it. It's a period of growth, it's a period of change, it's a period of readjusting what it is that we're doing in terms of our priorities. And then the third thing that you want to take, mind to is when you do come back to it, don't think that you need to punish yourself, that you need to make up for lost time, that you need to do more to catch up. That is a trap in itself. So, if you notice, there's a trend here that I'm talking about, and it's about your mindset. What's the name of this podcast is about the mindset. So, while you're doing it, make sure that you are not beating yourself up about it. It's important to really come back to, this is a process. This is a never-ending process. There is no end goal per se. Health and longevity is the goal. When you're 90 years old, you still want to be a functioning human being as best as you can be for 90 years old, right? So let's work on how we think about things and let's make sure that we're talking to ourselves with a little bit more compassion and some grace. So, yeah, I made it back to the gym today, guys, and it was great. But now, gotta get ready for work. Love you guys. Bye.